Hi everyone, Sue from Art Craft and Journals, and I'm on today to do another page in my scavenger hunt book. I have decided I'm going to do the buttons prompt. Now I have lots and lots of buttons, some sort of more what I call crafty coloured buttons. I've got funny shaped buttons, I've got lots and lots of buttons. So and I did have this button page as well, which I thought, okay, I'm going to try and incorporate that. So I've just been having a bit of a play, and what I've decided, I'm going to try and sort of recreate the design across the page from here. Now I do also have a bee, just a random bee, so I thought I'd sew that onto here and write the word buttons, and that will be like my sort of heading or title. I've also got this, I'm not sure if you can tell it, but they're pieces of glittery tape, cotton or thread. And what happened was, this actually I got from Spotlight. I was standing in the queue one day and they had a whole container full of the reels of this glittery sort of thread, and there was this big bunch that was just all knotted up and tangled up, and I asked the lady what she was going to do with it, and she just looked at me strangely, of course, and she said, well, probably put it in the bin. I said, oh, well, could you cut it off and give it to me? And she did, and she sort of said, oh, what are you going to do with it? Do you felt or something? I said, no, I do mixed media-y stuff, so I could probably use that. So that's what I did. So, and I must admit, I've had it for a little while, so it'll be nice to use some of it here. So that's good. All right, so what I'm going to do, I've decided to use the first page of the second signature, just because the buttons they're three-dimensional, so they're going to need a little bit more room to sort of to sit. So I thought I'd use this page. Now I'm going to trim this to fit the page. So height-wise, okay. I'm not sure where this is. I'm not sure if it has a brand or anything. It says Button Up, Sue Dreamer, Art Impressions. It would be an old one, I imagine, though, because it was probably, I would have bought it in my scrapbooking days, which were quite a long time ago now. Haven't really done a lot of scrapbooking lately. It's not. I sort of moved on to digital scrapbooking for a while, but then a bit big, but then I sort of stopped doing that as well. I do have quite a lot of creative memories albums. I've got, I don't know, maybe 20 or so of them, I think. I have quite a few. They kind of sit on the bookshelf. No one takes much notice of them. So hopefully one day someone will. Alrighty, so I'm thinking if I pop that there, and then I've got my glitter pens here, so I thought I'd use the glitter pens to try and maybe recreate those lines, and then sew these buttons onto the page. Now that will then solve the buttons quote, and there was another one about sewing. There was definitely one, add some sewing or something like that. I will find it. Of course, when you're looking for things, you can never actually find them. Definitely remember reading it. Never mind, I will find it. Actually, another one I did think might give me a little bit of trouble is this sequins one. I do have some sequins, but I'm not sure how I will use them. I'll figure it out though. Alright. So let's get on with this. So I'm thinking if I glue that down to start with, and just with a glue stick. Sounds like my glue's near the end, which I'm kind of glad at actually, because this has not been the best glue that I've used for a while, this Uhu glue stick. but I don't like to throw them out, so I'm kind of glad that I've been able to use it. Alright, now that was probably not the way I wanted to do it actually. I'll just try that again. I like this way better. Simply because I don't have the half buttons. I've got full buttons here. Alright. Okay. Now I'm going to need a pink and a yellow. So pink and yellow. Now, I'm just thinking that's going to take me quite some time to do those. So maybe I won't just do all of them. Maybe I will just do a few of them. How are they? They're not exactly straight, so I don't need a ruler. So I'm thinking, just sort of continue like so. It's not really the right yellow, but I don't think I have any more yellows. Never mind, it will be fine. I must say I am enjoying doing these scavenger hunt things. It's quite fun. Because it's just random and you can just pick whatever you feel like doing. Now I might just have to let that dry a little bit, so while that's just drying we will, oh dear, I did have a needle here somewhere. What have I done with it? I'm going to have a look for it. It was sitting on my glue book. There it is. Thank goodness for that. I have a habit of finding them in my feet. Alright, so let's just grab some. There's some green thread. And it actually unravels quite easily when you're not, you know, it's not all totally raveled up. Now there's some glittery one there. I might grab some of that as well if I can. Yep, there we go. Oh, it's only a very short piece. It might be enough. I'm just going to do those ones together. I don't actually need a lot, so let's have a look. Of course, I was taught when I went to school you don't knot your cotton, but yeah. Okay, now without getting it all tangled up, it is actually quite tricky to sew with, I've noticed, because it does tangle a little bit. Alright, so let's have a look. Can't actually see the glittery bit very much, but anyway. Probably won't use a bit that short, but we'll leave it in there anyway. Okay, so that's the bee. And there is a green, but I might just do it in pencil first. So buttons, B, U, T, T, O, N, S. Okay, yeah, that's not too bad. I always find if I'm concentrating on the actual writing, the spelling kind of goes out the window sometimes. Oh, and the pen's decided not to work. Come on. Give it a little bit of character. Okay, let that dry, and then I will rub it with a rubber just to get those pencil lines that are sticking out. Okay, pink. Now, I'm hoping that's dry. Wasn't, not quite. Never mind. Alright. Okay, It's looking interesting anyway. I might do another yellow one there. Okay, now that is going to have to dry. That's what it looks like so far. I don't know if you can pick up the glittery pen. Oh, you might be able to. Yep, there you go. So I'll just let that dry and pick the buttons. I'm just going to use all the round ones, I think. I'm just thinking, how am I going to do this? Am I going to, I think I might sew individually. That's going to leave it on the other page, but I might be able to cover it with something or something like that. Not too fussed. Alright, let's have a look. I might double it over, I think. A little tricky when one goes one way, one goes the other. Now while we'll give that a little bit longer. Don't know if a heat gun would help, but let's just take a chance on this one. I did have an eraser here. Let me just see if I've got one. Alright, I'll trim this anyway. Scissors, or we better do it with this. I need to get myself a small little metal ruler, just a short one. Sometimes this one's just too big. I think it needs a border. I think I'm going to do it with the same colours that I have used for this bit, the pink and the yellow. And I'm going to do wiggly borders. Actually, one of the things I like about this scavenger hunt is it's giving me a chance to use different things that I might not ordinarily use, which also goes along with my mission this year to use up my stash. So that's kind of nice as well. Okay, let that just dry a little bit. So with being careful here, that's what that looks like. Just wondering whether I should have glued that B in place. Doesn't matter, I think it'll be fine. Okay, now do we take a chance and do I'm going to do down lines as well. And I am wondering whether I should do these with a ruler. Just what about, okay, we're going to use this. This is it's just a wooden ruler that I attacked with the blade. Basically I just went and made it into like a tear ruler, but you can actually rule with it, and it does make quite a nice wavy line. It's a little darker than I would have liked, but it's okay. Yeah, that's so far. I'm wondering if a heat gun will help. I might do that actually. We'll give it a try. So we'll pause the video and find the heat gun. Alright, I think it might have actually worked, so that was good. Alright, so we'll just do the pink lines. I'm trying not to do them too dark. I'm trying to be fairly light with it. I'll just move the ruler a little bit so we don't get the same pattern. Yeah, I'm happy with that. It's looking all right. Oh dear, look. Here we go. It's kind of a bit hard to see the shiny bit, but it's actually looking okay. All right, so my thinking was if I just pop the buttons, maybe over here for a blue one, just like that. So it sort of continues the pattern of the paper. It's got this very big one here, pink one, something like that I'm thinking, and there's one more up there. Yeah, I quite like that actually. Now my dilemma, do I glue them in place first? I think I might have to. Right, we might use some of this. This is Glossy Accents. Just popping a little bit just to hold them in place, because when I'm trying to sew them I'm a bit worried that they're going to move. I didn't want to be too symmetrical with them, but it seems to me that's how they're working out. Alright, now I'm going to have to let that dry a little bit, so I've got to put this on, so I might just pop that like so, I think. I might pop that on in the end. Alright, I'm going to have to wait till they're at least half dry, so might just pause the video and come back when they are drier. Alright, they seem dry enough, so I'm going to give it a go. Now let's see, how am I going to do this? I need to be able to stab it right where the hole is. There we go. Let's see if I can bring you in a little bit. While I was waiting for it to dry, I did also stick on, where is it, down there, the little prompt, like I have been on the other pages. Okay, now I was undecided. I think I'll just do it like that. Though I was undecided whether I have the thread sort of coming out so that you could tie them or something, so you can actually see that they're sewn on. I think I might do that. How am I going to do this? It's totally knotted at the back and at the front. It's not easy to sew with this particular thread. It tends to knot quickly and it's very fine. Just tying a knot at the back here with the loose bits that seem to suddenly have occurred. Alright, trim those off. Now all I did really was just a stabbing stitch up and down, and I've left a big loop here so that I can knot them together and make a sort of it look like they're just tied on. Of course they're not going anywhere because they've got glossy accents on them. Even if the thread did undo, oh my goodness, they're actually really difficult to even knot. Okay. Right, what I might do is off camera I'll do the others, I think, because I think I might actually have to put some glossy accents on the thread to hold. Oops, oh, it's just snapped off. Okay, maybe that wasn't such a good idea. I might just leave it like that. Might just leave it like that, I think. Alright, I might do some of the others off camera because it's going to take a little bit of time, I think. So I will return when I've done them. Okay, I have finished sewing them, and as I said, I've left the little ends. So that's what they kind of look like. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this here, and I think I'll use my art glitter glue. Okay, now, not happy with that little bit there. I'm not sure how I can fix it. Maybe a little bit of glue. Alright, that seems to be better. Okay, I think I might leave it like that actually. Yeah, I think I might leave it like that. So that would be another prompt. So that's buttons. Alrighty. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.